Hmm. Good evening, guys. More like good night. I'm almost about to go to bed. I just finished off some stuff and was just about to head off to bed. So this is 9:36 p.m. Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. So yeah, I'm late again. Tomorrow I probably, you know what, I should start getting back to my morning schedule. Christmas is over, the holidays, the New Year's and stuff. So time to get back to proper schedule. And I'll probably start, not probably, let's remove words like that. I'll start my Japanese lesson back again tomorrow. After like almost 2 weeks of procrastinating and missing it because of the holidays and all sort of excuses. Definitely tomorrow, probably get back to my morning schedule tomorrow again. Yeah, and also today, and this would probably be the title of my video as well, but last night I said today I'll just rock because I slept really late yesterday, barely slept like 5 hours yesterday. Today morning woke up, but today morning I woke up and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna run today because it's been a while. It's been like 4 or 5 days since I last ran with the new year and stuff. And then yeah, like last week I missed a bit because of my like sleep schedule has been a bit messed up last week. And so, but today I did manage to run, which I'm pretty proud of, honestly, because after I ran today, you know, like fuck it, let's just run. And I ran, did a nice 9 kilometer, almost 10. And then like today I actually watched the David Goggins, Andrew Huberman's that episode as well, the podcast, the new podcast on Andrew Huberman's lab. And I'm glad I ran today morning because like that podcast, as expected, it was intense. And you know, with David Goggins, like most of his podcasts, he's just raw, keeps it real, and makes you feel like a shit, you know, makes you feel like a bitch. But that's why I said I'm glad I ran today morning, because if I didn't run, you know, when I heard that podcast, I would have felt pretty shitty because he gives it real, all that stuff. And like, you know, he the one line that I really caught up to was like, you all know and we all know exactly what to do, but it sucks, so we don't do it, you know, so you don't do it. And that's true, that is so true, you know, like even at my worst point about 2 years back when I started, around the time I started my journey, this self-improvement journey, back then, you know, physically, mentally, I won't go into details, but you guys already know I've talked about it so many times. So even at that point, I although I felt very cornered and stuff, I did know what I need to do to start moving in the right direction, right? Like it was hard to pick which one to do, and that's where like advices from Jordan Peterson, like clean your bed, you know, and start with where you can, and those stuff came in handy, which gave me like a specific direction to start from. But like I knew it, even at my worst point, I knew what to do, you know, because usually what we need to do are very basic stuff, which we like instinctually we know what to do. It's just that it is hard to take those necessary steps. Like example, now I know I want to be able to speak in Japanese, you know, and it would be great if I can make a career out of it, which would be pretty, like, even if, like, you know, as like a small side hustle thing, you know, translating or just traveling to Japan and stuff like that, something anything out of it, like I do want to do it. But despite knowing that I just need to sit down for a half an hour every day and they do the Japanese lesson, I've still missed like for 2 weeks now the Japanese lesson. So like I know what to do. I have the resources and everything to do it, but I don't do it, despite me knowing exactly what I need to do, to have a part of my dream fulfilled. So it's because it sucks. As much as I love the Japanese lesson and everything, learning it, especially at this stage where I'm still a complete beginner, is pretty, it's boring, it's annoying and all that. And yeah, so that's that's what moved me, and it really hit close to home. The only saving grace was that, like, today morning, despite me not sleeping well, despite me not feeling my best, I still went and did my usual run, and that like made me feel good, right? Just hearing, okay, at the very least, I'm still missing on my Japanese lesson. My typing practice isn't going the best either, but my push-ups and pull-ups are also not going well. Like, I haven't done it like since last week and stuff, since the new year, before new year, like since last year. Like this year I haven't started at all yet, so it's almost close to more than a week now. Like, it's been 10 days, almost 10 days now, since I last did it, my evening session. So like, yeah, so at least despite all that stuff, I still ran, and I've been running. That's the only routine I've been keeping consistent throughout the Christmas and New Year, this holiday this week. So yeah. So yeah, fuck it, I'll run. That's what today is about. So, and I'll probably go in more length in the following days, tomorrow and after tomorrow, because I'll rewatch that podcast and stuff, and I'll start taking notes. But today, first listen, that was all I got out of it. Like, that line, yeah, like, you know exactly what to do, but it sucks, so you don't do it. That is such a bitter but harsh truth that we all face. I believe, like, with any of you as well, who are, who want to change your life, who want to get to a new place, who want to earn money, who want to get rich, who want to get into a better relationship, who want to get into a relationship, like, for every one of us, like, whatever our dreams and goals are, we kind of know, with the access to internet nowadays, there's no excuse that I don't know what to do. You can Google it up, and for the most part, you'll get a very decent answer, like, easily. The issue begins is, like, to take that step. Are you desperate enough to take that step? In my case, I'm actually, now that I think about it, I feel a bit fortunate, because my start of this self-improvement journey was like, I just, it's easy for me to admit it now, that, like, all my years, I'm not, like, I'm just a decently average person, just like everybody else. But in many places I've been shittier than everybody else as well, below average in a lot of things as well, and in many things I've been average. But I've lied a lot, I've procrastinated a lot, I've wasted a lot of time, and those lies, those procrastination, and on things I wanted to do as a kid and all that, that eventually cornered me to a place where, like, I cornered myself so much that I felt stagnated, right? And although I regret wasting all those times and all those stuff, opportunities and things like that, that landed me in a position where I just feel so cornered and suffocated, which led to my desperate attempt to turn my life around, about 2.5 years back now. Like, although I regret not taking the action needed, which landed me in that desperation that actually started changing me. But on the flip side, I'm actually glad now when I think about it, because if it wasn't for my procrastination and all that my cowardice, my lies and stuff, I would have never ended up in such a desperate place. And I probably wouldn't have the drive I have now to change myself and work towards goals in multiple areas of my life. But because I cornered myself in, because of me being a piece of shit for like the last, for all my existence till now, like the 27 years of my life. And like I cornered myself in, and then I reached my breaking point and I broke and I snapped. And then after I hit that rock bottom, it was like, I have nothing more to lose. So I just go all in, trying to fix my life around, get my shit straight. And that's how that desperation was big enough, and regret and desperation was big enough for me to truly embrace this whole self-improvement journey. And that has taken me to a lot of places I never thought I would be in just these 2 years, right? It's just 1 year to be honest, because the first year I was just struggling trying to take the first baby steps and stuff. I missed a lot of habits, and then I got back, procrastinated, got back, procrastinated like that. And it's still, as you guys can see, I'm being honest, I still have lots of things I'm procrastinating on. My Japanese lesson thing, my preparation for the public service exams as well. I've been procrastinating on it as well a lot. My preparation is going way slower than I would have hoped. Also, like my career plans, as I've already mentioned it, like are still all over the place. And the only two things that is going very right now is my morning workout, morning wake up, my finance management, which is like I don't have much finances to begin with, but like my stock investment and all that stuff is going well. And I've kind of developed that habit of not spending carelessly. So my financial management, my morning session workout, and my morning routine, those are the three things that are going the best. And my sleep routine is also cementing a bit, and my social relationships, especially my relationship with my family, is going, and even with my friends, I've caught up with a lot of my old friends whom I've lost contact with over the years. And yeah, so those are the fields that are going very well. Those are the like specific areas that are going very well. But like my career side, it's still up in the air. And then my Japanese lesson, it's still pretty, I've at least taken a few first steps, but it's still pretty sketchy. My music, I haven't started yet at all. The swimming, I learned a bit last year. I probably forget it by now. I need to get back to it as well, but it's winter now, so all the pools are closed. So yeah, that's it. So like, yeah, I'm still struggling a lot with a lot of things, but it's getting there. I think by the end of this year, my job situation would probably be sorted out. And my music dream will probably start by the end of this year. My Japanese lessons will be sorted out in these next few months. Definitely I'll sort it out. I'll get the habit properly stuck by then. And what else do I need to work on? I mean, those three are kind of music, the Japanese lesson, the job situation. Yeah, those are basically the ones I need to get sorted out. So yeah, those three are things that are definitely bothering me, and I need to sort it out. Hopefully by the end of this year it will sort it out, and I'll let you guys know how things work out and all that stuff when it works out. I probably won't give you like consistent updates, because there are some information that I don't want to be publicly out there, but I'll let you know the big milestones I reach on those as well. Obviously the Japanese lesson and music lesson, I'll keep you posted, very minute details. But the job side and all the studies side, I don't want to make it too public. So I'll let you know on big milestones, but other than that, so yeah, so lot of things to sort out yet, but like, as much as I'm struggling, I'm still much better off than when I was like back then. And honestly, my whole life, I feel like right now, even though I'm 30, I'll be 31 this year in 2 months. So March 26th, that's my birthday. So March 26th, 31. Even though I'm at this age, and this is like 31 is kind of like slowly curving down from the peak of my physical form and stuff, but I'm actually at my best physical form ever, my whole life. Like this is like my peak, at least from everything, my whole life I'm basically at the peak, even though potential wise speaking, this should be me coming down the curve now slowly into my 40s and 50s, slowly going down and down. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy about it. At least physically, I'm doing very well now. Obviously, my strength workout isn't going, like, I need to get back to it. I've missed it for the last like 1.5 week, almost 2 weeks now. But that's not an issue. I'll get back to it just tomorrow only. Today I checked my PR for pull-ups and stuff as well. So like, yeah, that's basically it. So like today's video is like basically like a mixed review of my current progress and everything that's going on well, things that I'm messing up on, then things that are going well. And that's it. I actually planned to make a short video, but I ended up speaking when going on a whole tangent. But this I feel like after watching that David Goggins podcast and stuff, and today morning I did like I'm proud of what I did today morning. I just went out and ran when I decided I would rock because I couldn't sleep well, but I still got it in, and yeah, that feels great. And hearing Goggins talking his talk, it's probably it was like a good time to talk about my current progress and everything that's going on as well. So this week would be a lot of like getting back to schedule with my running as well. Probably get back to my proper full weekly mileage, 60 kilometers, which I left off since my IT band injury. And my IT band injury, it's basically recovered, but there's still a bit, like I do feel a bit of ache every now and then. It's not that intense, but I think I can get back to my like 60 kilometer per week mileage and probably start increasing it back as well. So maybe by next month I'll start increasing as well. So this week I'll try to hit 50 at least. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you guys. Oh, wait a minute, I need to do weight check. So yep, 69. So 69.2. So without the t-shirt and pant, it will probably be 68, exactly 69 or 68.9 somewhere. So yeah, this is my usual current weight now, 68, 69. This is where I'm fluctuating. After my runs, I'm usually 67. So that's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and I'll make the video. I should start removing some of these words from my vocabulary, like probably, might. This I realize, even though these are just me just like, it's already part of my kind of usual vocabulary, but as many people have already said on this topic, that the words you use does affect you, and like subconsciously it will make me less decisive and stuff. And so unless I actually mean it that way, that probably it would happen like that. If I really mean it and say it, that's a whole different thing. But when I'm just using it unconsciously in some things I say, it probably messes with me. It also in a way gives my procrastinating mind a loophole to abuse me missing habits and stuff. So yeah, need to sort that out as well, my vocabulary. And fortunately, the good thing about me start making this daily vlogs and all this YouTube thing I started with the social media and everything, this is helping me reflect back on things I'm doing and words I'm saying as well. And hopefully over time I'll get better. I'll get more concise with my thoughts and articulating myself. That is basically the biggest goal of this YouTube anyways. So yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something again, but it's alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, back to my proper morning schedule. And tonight I'm still a bit late, an hour and a half late with my sleep, but that's alright. Alright, good night. Catch you tomorrow.